Welcome back to Maxwell Gaming and the second episode of my Townhall 8 trophy push, where today we are going to try to advance inside of the Crystal League, and as you can see, we're going to be starting off at 2244 trophies, so let's see what we can do and hop right into the first raid. Alright, so as we are facing off against Christy from the Monsters, pretty scary, I'm gonna talk a little bit more about this attack strategy in general, since in the last video, the first one of this series, I gave you lots of general information. It didn't really speak about the actual attacks. I'm gonna tell you a little bit about the strategy that I'm using to kick this one off. So as you can see, I'm still using the Zapquake strategy with the masked dragons. If you have level 5 lightning spells at Townhall level 8, you can destroy any air defense that you can face at Townhall 8 with 2 lightnings and an earthquake. Doesn't matter which level the earthquake is, so I'm using one of my own earthquakes, which are still level 1, so that works just fine. However, it's not possible with level 4 lightning, so if you have level 4 lightning, this attack strategy won't work for you in trophy pushing or in war, so keep that in mind. I'm using 8 dragons and 10 minions. That's quite a lot, actually 20 minions, excuse me. That's quite a lot of minions. I recommend for most dragon attacks to use about 10 minions and swap out 1 dragon, because most of the time you can do some cheap funneling because with the dragon attacks it's all about making those slow dragons go into the right direction, obviously. So if you bring some minions, you can oftentimes snipe out some outside buildings, except if your opponent has very good archer tower placement, then it can be a little bit tough, but most of the time you will be able to snipe off some buildings for free, and minions are just cheaper in housing space, so you're gonna have a lot more. So you can maybe take out 5-6 buildings before you even start your dragons, which is certainly very valuable, because it will be much easier to direct your dragons, as I said, because they obviously do a lot of DPS. They are pretty tanky, but they are slow, so you need to make them go into the right direction. And as we are wrapping this one up, it's the first 3-star of the day, once the spell factory goes down, and let's go ahead and take a look. 17 trophies, very nice. Yeah, so you will have noticed that once again I stole pretty much over 300,000 elixir, with the league bonus about 360,000, and as I said, that's very important to keep yourself going with dragons. I'm actually also gonna use some other attack strategies during this trophy push, and that's one of the parts where you guys once again come into play. If you want me to use a certain army, or you have a good idea, definitely drop your recommendations in the comments section down below, because I will be factoring them in. If you don't drop me any comments, I definitely have at least 2 more attack strategies planned that I'm gonna do anyway. So, but if you are pushing yourself as a Townhall 8, or if you saw somebody use a nice strategy, definitely let me know, because I'm open for that and I will use it. Alright, taking a look at this raid, looks like we found a pretty good path for our balloons, at least 2 of them. The rest kinda went away from the air defense I wanted them to go to, but anyways, we took it out, looks pretty good. Only 1 air defense left on the back side right here, and it's actually starting to shoot at my troops, but we crushed 75% of this base so quickly that we have lots of troops left, so it won't be any problem. This air defense also gonna go down for another 3-star. Very nice loot. Once again, you may notice 120,000 gold, about 360,000 elixir, and 1,800 dark, so pretty nice raid right there, pretty nice gain on the dark, and the gold is certainly what we're looking for. Once we are up inside of the Masters League, I will stop focusing on loot so much, because the league bonus is obviously much higher than in Crystal, so I won't be as dependent on the loot, so I will pretty much be able to attack any base just for trophies. Also, whenever I switch up my army composition, it won't be as elixir heavy as it is right now, so I will be able to attack bases with lower loot as well. But for now, we gotta keep our storages full or fill them up. We're gonna go this way. Also notice that I don't have my Barbarian King for any of those raids, because actually in the very beginning of this push I filled up my Dark Elixir storage, so I had to do something with it because my lab wasn't ready. So I upgraded my king, and that was part of the reason why I chose dragons to begin this push. Because with dragons you're obviously not as dependent on the Barbarian King, because lots of times in this 3-star attacks on Townhall 8s, the king will just clear some buildings on the outside to make your dragons go the right way, or just help up with clean out, so help out with cleanup. That's the right way to put it. That's part of the reason, as I said, why I chose dragons, because I could still have a strong army and go at it full force even with the king upgrading. So he'll be back in a couple of days, and then also will be featured in some episodes. Yeah, but for now we're gonna roll without the king, and as you saw so far it works just fine. I 3-starred I think on about, let's say, 60 or 70% of my attacks. Obviously I only showed you 3 stars so far because I want you to learn also from my videos, of course. I could also show you some fails, some 2 stars, but in those cases I either will have picked the wrong base or done something wrong. So I'm showing you bases that dragons actually work on, and I'm showing you the execution that works. And at this point I think it's smart to hop a little bit further into the tactical part of this attack, because obviously you're always going to be encountering 3 air defense at Townhall 8. One, you're obviously gonna zap quake. I recommend always zap quaking the air defense. That is the toughest to reach. So either the one that's on the back side regarding the point you plan to attack the base, or one that's in the middle and where your dragons would be facing 2 at once or something like that. So take out 1 air defense with a lightning spell and the earthquake. Then you obviously have your clan castle balloons, and those should be good to take out another air defense. Also I recommend a haste spell in the clan castle. As you saw, I've always been using haste spells in the clan castle. That just makes your balloons go much faster. They go through 1-2 defenses depending on the setup before they can take out the air defense, no problem. So that's definitely a very valuable asset as well. And then obviously you have a rage spell left, and I would recommend using that one to take out the 3rd air defense by raging your dragons, or sometimes even the minions a little bit. You can take down the last air defense very quickly. So most of the time I am looking to enter my dragons near the air defense that I want to take out with the dragons, so that way I can take care of that very quickly. Also the entry point is very important. You always want to enter behind the air sweeper, or on a point where the air sweeper is not going to harm you, or where you can take it down very quickly. That will make your raid go well. You notice in all of those attacks that I'm doing right here, those things are working out, and most of the time I'm ending up with 2 to 5 dragons left. So if you do that, it should be GG on most Townhall 8 bases. I think there are some Townhall 8s with a good base design that can't be dragoned, but I also think that you can dragon pretty much anything. So there will be very few bases that you can't dragon. And taking a look at the end of this video, I wanted to show you where I'm at, and it looks like I just got wrecked on my account here visiting it. Yeah, I lost 16 trophies on defense, so definitely a bit of an unpleasant surprise right there. Let's go ahead and reload the base, and that looks a bit more pleasant. So 2330, moved up about 100 cups in this video. I am certainly very happy with that. As you can see, Dark Elixir storage still full. Walls are coming around nicely as well. That's one of the nice things about this trophy push. And yeah, that's gonna do it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. As I said, drop your recommendations as far as armies go in the comments. And other than that, I will see you back for the next trophy push video. So until that time, I'll see you guys later. Peace out.